Hello friends, this is Ramesh Sharma here and you are watching the part 4 of Simple URL Shortener using Node.js. So in the previous part, we created APIs here and we tested that APIs with the help of Postman and we did not created views yet. So today in this video, we are going to create views. So to create views, we need two packages. So first package is EJS and second package is Express EJS layout, and we will be using Bootstrap to make our layout, means to make our interface here. So first of all, let's see what are EJS and what is Express EJS layout. Why we are using that? So first of all, let's see what is EJS. So here EJS is just a templating library. So you can say that it is a JavaScript library. It is a embedded JavaScript library which uses HTML with plain JavaScript. Means under the HTML we can use JavaScript, or you can say that in the JavaScript we can use our HTML. So it uses plain JavaScript. It has fast development time. It has simple syntax. We can use HTML only. So if we have to add JavaScript here, then we only have to use one syntax there. So we can embed JavaScript like PHP. Now its execution is also speedy and we can do debugging easily, and it is active for development. So these are some features here. You can go to ejs.co to know about EJS more. So how we can install it? So we have to simply write npm install EJS. So then we have to require it like that. So now then we can render something. So we are not going to use like this here. So the usage, I will tell you how we can use that. So now with installing this and setting this as a view engine, we can make EJS files and we can make views with the help of EJS. But how we can make layout? Now we have to make layout also. So layout is like that. So navigation bar will be only one. So only one navigation bar will be there. So we don't have to change navigation bar. We don't have to, only body can be changed. Other layout will be same, like a one page. So like a one page application. So for that we are going to, since we are using Express here, so we are going to use Express EJS layout. So this layout support for EJS in Express. So this layout supports Express EJS in the Express that we are using. So we can easily manage our layout here. So this is a usage here. So how we can install it? Simply write npm install Express EJS layout. Then after for the interface we will be using Bootstrap here. We are going to embed these links in the layout file only. So layout.ejs must be there. So if we are using Express EJS layout. So now without wasting any time, let's get started and let's add some dependencies. This is our coding section here. So now we have to install two dependencies here. First is EJS and then Express EJS layout, as we are using Express here. So let's go to terminal, open new terminal here, or you can use control plus backslash. So now this will open the terminal here. Now our terminal is open and here we have to install two dependencies. So for that we have to write command npm install EJS, then space EJS Express EJS layout, and then click enter here. So this will install these two dependencies in our package.json and node modules in our project. So I will be right back after installing these dependencies. So these packages are successfully installed here. So first package is EJS and second is Express EJS layouts. So make sure you are writing here layouts. So if you will write Express EJS layout only, so it will give you the error. So it is layouts. So now I'm going to remove this terminal here. So let's start coding here. So first of all, we will configure our views here. So I will write here. So we need two things here. So first is EJS layout, EJS layout or Express EJS layout is equals to require Express EJS layouts. So first of all, we have to set view engine as EJS. As EJS is already installed, so we do not have to import it. So with the help of Express EJS layout, it will bind automatically. So here below the body parser, or you can say that above the body parser, I'm going to write it above the body parser. We will write app.set view engine as EJS. So we will set our view engine as EJS, and after that we will use our EJS layout. So we will write app.use then express EJS layout. So save it, and there was one deprecation error here. So see that in the previous part there this deprecation warning was coming. So collection.install index is deprecated, so use create indexes. So we have to use this now. So we will use create indexes equals to true to our DB connection. So here we will use see that use create indexes, and here we will write true here. Now save it. Now let's see if we are getting warning or not. So our server is starting again. Let's wait for a while. See that now this deprecation warning is gone. So this was just a solution of this deprecation warning here. So now our server is also running. So but there will not be any change to this server here. See that here when I'm going to write this, see that nothing has changed here. So now for views, I'm going to create one folder here. So in the folder, in this our root directory, there will be folder as views here. So here our all views will be there. So by default we have to write this name as views. So because we set view engine as EJS, so it will look up for the views in the views folder only. So here I'm going to create one, that is index.js EJS, sorry, index.ejs here. So here I'm going to write only one thing, that is h1 tag, and this is the home page. So here till now nothing will change. So till now nothing will change because we haven't rendered this view yet. So now we have to render this view. See that when I'm going to browser here and I will refresh it. So see that we only respond at this as a JSON here. So but we don't render this. So now we have to render this view, that is index.ejs. So we don't have to write any folder name etc. We just have to write file name. So by default the view engine, it will look up in the view folder for the view to render it. So here at slash this one, instead of this I'm going to write res.render. So I'm going to delete these comments here. So I'm going to delete these comments for clearance. So here this is our home route. So we will render here, we will render just our home here. So we will write only home here. So we not have to write like home.ejs. So if you will write like this home.ejs, nothing will happen here. Same thing will be there. But by default we have set in view engine as EJS here. So it will just look up for the files that have EJS extensions. So save it. Now when we will refresh it, we will get one warning here. So actually I think server has not started. So server is starting here. So sometimes server gets stuck here. So that's why I have to press Ctrl C for that. Now our server is started. So refresh this. Now see that. Now fail to look up view home. This error is coming. Sorry. Our this page is index. So I have to write index here. Save it. Now we have to run it again. See that. Now our server is successfully running and we are getting one error here. So see that error failed to look up view layout in the views. But this server is getting index page here, but it is not rendering this index page. Why this is happening here? This is because we haven't set any layout here. So by default we have to set the layout first, then we will render this. So in the views we will create one file here. So that file will be layout.ejs. So when we will save this and then we will run this, see that we are getting nothing here because in the layout we have done nothing. Here, and we also not rendered our index in the layout. So now how to do it? So first of all I will write default snippet here. So default snippet here will be our bootstrap CDN here. So this is our bootstrap here. Everything is there. So we have to start from the starting here. So I will write HTML5 default snippet here, and here the title will be simple URL shortener tutorials, fully word web tutorials. See, now we have done this. So when I will reload this, see that our title will change. See that our title is now changed. So our title is now changed, but we are did not getting anything. So to get the body as well, so now we have to get that body. This body we have to get. We have to get the body from another page here. So that page is rendering here. So we have to bind this. How to bind this? Now if we have to bind this, we have to use one thing here. So as this is our EJS, so means this is extended JavaScript here, extended JavaScript file. So we can use plain JavaScript in the in this HTML here. So here we have to use the syntax to use this extended JavaScript. So for that, this is this one tag that we use, then percentage, and we have to enclose this. Now we have to use hyphen and then body, then use body here. So when we will refresh this, now see that we are getting this is the home page. Now if I will change it from here, so this is the home page editor. So save this and then I will refresh it. See that this is the home page editor here. Now see that in the layout now I'm going to write h1 here. This is the layout header. See that? This is the layout header. So when I will refresh this, see that our layout header is coming. So now when I will change this h1 only, so when I will change this h1 only, edit it, then I will write again. So there will not be any effect on this layout header because these are fixed here. These are fixed. Only the body, that only the things that we will render here. So only the files that will be rendered here. So those data will come in this body here. So this is dynamic. So body will be now our dynamic. So now we have did this successfully here. So now our one motive is, so now we have to just make our interface here. So now we have to make our interface. First of all, let's add our bootstrap here. So we will use this one. Link CSS and copy this and paste this here. So this is our bootstrap here, bootstrap CDN, and now we have to use scripts also. Scripts, so copy this, we have to paste this. Now we have to add jQuery also. So I'm going to here jQuery CDN. Click it here. Now right click here and copy link address, and I'm going to close this, and here script, and source is equals to this one. Now we have embedded this successfully. When I will reload this, see that our text, font and color is changed here. So that means our bootstrap is applied successfully. Now we have to add, now in the index.js here we will add our form, and in the layout.ejs we will add our header here, because header will be the fixed only, and the contents in the index.ejs will change, so that will be our body also. So here I'm going to create one new file, so that will be our header.ejs, and now here we will create our header here. So here we will use division.colmd12, and here there will be our navigation bar, nav, and its class will be nav, and under that we will write, there will be our a tag, so, and its href will be slash, and target we don't need blank here, and its class will be navbar brand, brand. And now we have to set its bg background. So background will be dark, and here will be navbar dark here, and here we will set our brand. So why we are getting warnings here? CSS class selector. So forget about this. So here navbar brand is there. So after the navbar brand, there will be our, here we will write simple URL shortener. So now we have to embed this here. So here we will write include we will include our header. Save this, and now refresh this. See that now our header is embedded successfully. See that we have to write here also, we have to write this one also here. So include, then we will include our header here. So same thing, because we want to render the content from there, so that's why we are writing like this. Now in the header.js, here will be our navbar. So reload this again. See that now our navbar is successful there. So now we have to use add button here. So there will be button type will be our button here, and we have to add class here. Class is equals to button. So we have to here button, and after that there will be our button outline light, and here we will write admin here. Save this, and now let's see, refresh this. Now see that we are getting here. Now let's add some padding here. So here will be px5, and here also px to 5. Now refresh this. Now see that we are getting this one. Good. So now we have to add this here. So we have to restart the server again. So wait for a while. Now see that our server is started successfully. So refresh this. Our server is started successfully there. Now see that now we have to add some CSS also. So if we have to add some CSS, then we have to use set our static also. So we have to write here app.set express.static, and here we have to mention our folder name. So that will be public /. Save this and reload this. Now we can use our CSS also. So let's see about CSS here. So here will be our CSS. Let's check our CSS also. So I'm going to create one public folder here. So here will be our folder, that is public. So public, under the public there will be one folder, new folder here. So that will be our CSS, and under that folder there will be our one file, and that file will be index.css, and here I'm going to write background body background to black here. Save it, and now in the layout.css, and here we have to embed link css, index.css, that is under the css folder. There is our index.css. Save it, and now let's reload this. So this should work. So actually our CSS is not working. Public. So here in the layout.css, so there will be our slash css slash index.css. So here without this, let's do one thing here. So here we will set our static here. So we have to set our static here. So that will be our directory name. So here use, save this. See that now this is working successfully. So here we have to use use here. We don't have to use set here. So that's why it was not working. Now we can use our JavaScript, our CS, our JavaScript, everything in our public folder here. So we have to create one JS folder, and then after that we have to mention our folder name. So I'm going to write it slash only, and after that here I'm going to remove the slash, that is CSS. Under the CSS folder index, just CSS. You can use JavaScript here, you can use static files also there. So now this is working successfully. Now our header is not there. So now in the index.ejs we have to make a one folder here. So here will be container division, class will be container. So here class is container, then we need row here, row class, and after that row we need col md12 here, and here this col md12 will be our margin from top will be 3 here, and margin from left and right will be auto. But this col md12 will be only col md6, and it will also contain our shadow here, shadow. And let's write something here, and now refresh this. See that we are getting like that. Let's margin top to 5 here, reload this. Now this is looking good, and make this as col md8, and this one, this is looking good here. Now we have to add some one form here. So here will be form, and form will be post request, and this request we will send to slash here. So because our post route is only our slash route, so this one is our post route. Now we have to do one thing, many things here. So here just make form group dot form group. So this form group is there, and there will be our one input here, and type will be our text, and here we will use URL here. Type will be URL, and here there will be our placeholder. So placeholder, so placeholder will be there. Enter the URL, enter the original URL, and here we will use name as, so what we have to add name here, so name will be our redirected URL. Copy this, and we will use this name as redirected URL, and its class will be there. So its class will be form control, and same thing we need at the bottom here, but at the bottom here we don't need to add any input here. So first of all we have to write deflex, and here we have to write one add one thing here. So let's open this, our simple URL shortener here, simple URL shortener. So it is opening, please wait for that. So see that first of all we have to write enter your URL, and we have to add enter URL here, and after that enter custom URL name. So we have to write like this. So enter custom URL name. So we have to use label also here. So label for redirected URL. So here we will write enter URL only. So enter URL, save this, and then reload it here. See that we are getting one enter URL here, and after that we need enter custom URL name. So here there will be our label here. So label for name here, label for name, and this type will be only text, and after that here we will write what we have to write, enter short URL custom name, enter custom URL name, and its name will be name here. Save this, and now reload this. See that we are going to like this. Now I'm not going to use styling much more here, so you can use styling from that one here, my repository there. So I just told you how you can use styling here. So in the index.css just write that here. Here now what we have to pass here. So now here we have to pass our host name also. So here we have to pass host name to our index.ejs, because we want to add host name also. So see that here we want host name. So that's why, so we have to pass host name here. So what we have to write here, so here in the index, if we have to render this, then we will use this comma here in the second. So here will be our host, we will use host as, and then we will use request dot get host, as I told you in the previous video here. So request dot go host, so host will have our host value. So now we have to print this host. So let's print this host also. Here I'm going to use one division here, and its class will be dflex. So its class will be dflex here, and let's do this. And here I'm going to write one paragraph here, and under this paragraph we will print. So to print this we have to use this one, that is our equals to, the syntax, and equals to sign, and after that just write this our host. Save this, and now let's refresh this. What we are getting here, see that we are getting localhost 5000. So here now we have to write HTTP or HTTPS, anything you can write. So I'm going to write HTTP here till now. So HTTP our host, and after that there will be our slash here. So load this, see that here we are getting like that. Here dflex is here, sorry for the background sound. Align items, center, and justify content, center here. Save this, and now reload this. See that we are getting this quite good one. And so here I'm going to write one class here. So class margin top to 3 here. Let's refresh this. See that now we are getting good, and margin to x-axis 1. Now see that we are getting this quite good. Now let's add some padding also. So here we will add padding. So padding as 5 here, and reload this. See that we are getting this as quite good. So now our interface is created successfully here. So now for this part, this is enough here. For today this is enough. In the next video we will manage this, we will send this post request, and we will add validations here. Means we will only work with the interface only, because our backend is done successfully. Now our interface is just pending how to manage, how to show the errors to the user, then if the URL is created, how to use that URL, and how to redirect the user to another browser here. Means how to redirect user to the website here with the help of short URL. So at last, thanks for watching. If you have any queries, please comment in comment section. I will see you in the next video.